Okay, time to do another episode of Open Stage Reviews, Portland edition. This one's it's going to be a little bit of a special, special format here. This is for the Shady Pines Radio High Watermark uh, Open Stage, which is fourth Wednesdays or last Wednesdays. I can't remember which of those two calculuses you use, but I'll try to update that in the description. So sign up is at 6:30 and it runs from 7 till late, at least midnight. The format is a randomized list. So at 6:30 you put your basically sign up slip in a box, they shuffle it, and they make a randomized list. So you will know what order you're gonna be. You just won't have any control over what order you're gonna play. And it is a long one, so you need to be there. You need to kind of be committed up front to being there for the long haul. It's, you could be going on at midnight. The second half of the format is it's a little bit fungible. Like it's not 3 songs 15 minutes. It's sort of the default mode is 7 minutes, which might equate to possibly 2 songs if your songs are kind of tight. But sometimes, because they're going to prioritize trying to squeeze everybody in, it's going to get squeezed down to 1 song. And sometimes that decision happens in the middle of it. So you may have to adjust that, other people did 7 minutes, but you're going to do 1 song. That's a possibility. A couple of the benefits here. So again, the stepping stones, you're not going to, from a stepping stone perspective, you're not going to get a gig at the high watermark from this. The high watermark's not evaluating you and approaching you. However, this is, in a different kind of stepping stone, a way to network and open doors and get yourself known with Shady Pines Radio, which is a fixture in the Portland independent music community. It's an internet radio station that is important and consistently in the running for best radio station in Portland and say the Willamette Week's Best of Portland voting. Full disclosure, I'm a huge fan of Shady Pines Radio, and I've been featured on Shady Pines Radio in a small sense, and I know them and interact with them a lot, so I'm a little biased to be pro Shady Pines Radio. Wearing their hoodie right now. So that's the stepping stone that you have, is like networking with them, and also with the abundant working, whereas most open stages are going to be primarily almost exclusively amateur players. This is going to be at least 50% working players, working bands, working songwriters who are out there playing, and they're kind of touching base with the mothership a little bit, or promoting something that they're doing through SPR. So that could be intimidating if you are starting out, although it's not an intimidating environment. Like, the fact of the matter is there are amateurs who are there, and it's a very supportive environment. You're going to be playing to, even though they're seasoned players, they're very supportive players. There's this auxiliary benefit that another door that you may be opening is, if you're trying to make the leap to get on a bill somewhere, start your own pathway of playing professionally, or then this is a good opportunity to meet some people and to potentially get yourself, in essence, kind of audition and put yourself out there with it. This is what you can do. So that's another benefit. The other main benefit is this is an open stage that has a full backline. And by full backline I mean full. Like there's a drum set, there's a bass amp, a 5-string house bass, 2 guitar amps, a house acoustic, house electric, professional sound. Like, if you're a band, this is a premium opportunity to play a couple songs and have it sound great, have it look great. Professional lighting. Like, this is a real rock and roll show that you can get yourself right in the middle of, which is great. You know, it's an opportunity we're all looking for and hungry for when we're starting out. And I'd say that's one of the main benefits of this. The Shady Pines connection aside, that's a great opportunity. Now, the drawbacks depending on your situation, just to be upfront and honest, there's some things that might not be a great fit for you. So time management is tough. Sometimes that list is very long, and so you definitely need to be there at 6:30. There's no showing up late and finding a slot. Like, it's gonna be packed. So you've got to be there when they put out the list at 6:30 to be in the running. Depending on how long that's running, with it being such a deep list, it can happen that at the beginning we were doing 7 minutes, but by the end it became apparent that to squeeze everybody on, we're going to compress it to one song. That is something that happens, and that can be, honestly, that can be a little disappointing for people who have been waiting for a while. It can be intimidating, as I mentioned. If you're an amateur, you need to just, be aware and assess your own comfort about, like, can you play in front of a bunch of players who are many of whom are pretty darn good? Is that gonna, upset your equilibrium? And there's no shame in that. Like, for some people, that's not the right fit to get up there and do that. For other people, it's not a problem. When you got to figure out how that sits for you. Then in any other circumstance, if there weren't these other benefits, I don't like that format personally. Like, I wouldn't normally go out to an open stage where the expectation was I'm going to maybe play one song or one or two songs, and it's 5 hours long, and I might be going on at midnight. I have no idea how long I'm going to wait to play. And those are facts. I think that the benefits outweigh those disadvantages, but that's also for you to decide. Be aware going in that that's how it is. In any event, I do heartily recommend this. I think it is the best. It's the best full backline opportunity at an open stage in Portland that I'm aware of. And so I think for that alone, it has some unique advantages, some unique opportunities that are that form a unique selling point. So there's some really strong reasons to go here, and if you're committed to those reasons, it's going to pay off. So anyway, I recommend it for what it is, and it is unique. It is pretty great. It is definitely a rock star opportunity. So get on up there and look great, sound great, and do your thing. And in any event, until next time, see you at the open stage.